Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Walk With Me Gaming. Today we are playing something interesting. This is called Far From Noise. I don't know much about it other than it's about an hour long, and oh god, it resets every time I start it back up. Hang on, I have to adjust the settings because okay. So now that I fixed the settings and popped a cough drop in, yeah, so we are playing Far From Noise. Now, this game only takes the game takes a little over an hour, so I've kind of been putting it off. But now that we're done with Celeste, I felt like something nice and chill. Um, and from what I've seen of this, that's what we've got. I kind of wanted to just do this in one sitting, so that's why I've just been kind of putting it off. I believe. Hold on. So I believe that this is just essentially this guy stuck in his car, um, and that's it. I have no idea how this ends, or like what the end goal of this game is, but it sounded interesting. I think the idea is just it's this. It's you're playing as this guy who's stuck in his car, tipping on the edge of a cliff, which would be terrifying. Um, I cannot even imagine the fear of something like this. Things could be worse. No, they couldn't. That's about as bad as you get. It's just a cliff. No big deal. So yeah, I don't know. No, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, no, it's fine. um, I guess it's just yeah, it's just this as a story. So I don't know. Um, just like that's probably more accurate. Um, but yeah, I don't know if this has. I knew that this was the idea of the game, but I don't know if anyone tries to come and rescue you, um, or if like something happens, or if there's. I'm assuming you're alone. Um, Next up, he's really trying to be positive in this scenario. I think I would just go with that crap. So obviously, whatever I'm answering is probably more of what I would be saying. Um, but yeah, I don't I don't know how this is gonna go or how quick this is. From what I've seen online, it looks like I'm gonna die before I even moved out. Oh, are you a teenager? That's even worse. The dog cafe, no. Waffle House, Beagle Bagels, Coffee Pup. I think Coffee Pup is the best name. You'd have actually gotten people there for that one. Yeah, I'd be worried about that. As much as I don't like to think of that, like I do think I am one of those people of the mindset of you leave a legacy by the people that remember you. Um, you might not be published in a book somewhere or have your name on like a big important thing, but people will remember you to some extent or another, and that's just what it is. And that's your legacy. Um, oh, definitely name the car. We know what the car's name is. Carlos, absolutely Carlos. Yep. Yep. Oh, tribute to my car. Oh, that makes me so happy. I just sold. my car a few months ago. Got a new car because my old car was a rusty old piece of junk with 230,000 miles on it. So, yeah, Carlos served me very well. It was a great car. Good old 2007 Chevy Impala. If you're looking for a good used car and you find one in good shape, Chevy Impala, solid car. Big car too, good for transport and stuff. Great for going to school far away, so you didn't have to make multiple trips to move all your stuff when you moved. Stretch my neck. I would probably crack my back, but I wouldn't trust myself to crack my back in that situation. Look at the sunrise, listen to the birds, salty sea air. I love the ocean. This is nice. I mean, I guess there's these little think about life. It sounds like you're pretty young. I don't think you should think about love. Youth and love do not exactly blend together well. Like most of... Okay. Let's focus on the animals. Don't focus on your toothpaste. Good old Carlos. Oh. This kind of stuff is terrifying. I can't even imagine being stuck in this situation. I know I've been lucky that I've never been in a major car accident. I've really only been in 2 car accidents. And one was just with me. Oh yeah, musician, definitely. One was I was just turning left and the guy decided to run the light as it was turning red. And greatest musician no one heard of. And just caught me in the front. Could have been worse. Great works of art in the middle of nowhere with no one listening. I mean, that's the best kind of art. If no one's listening, could be the greatest stuff ever. I do apologize if I'm still clearing my throat. This is probably a few weeks ahead, but I am still recovering. And I'll die. Yeah, pretty much. I am still recovering from COVID at this point. Still technically in quarantine. But feeling good enough to record. So that's also why I wanted to just do something nice and simple and fun. I'm curious to know what the recordings of the last week or two will be like, because some of them are like, oh, I'm feeling kind of sick, but hopefully it's nothing. And then a few of them are like, oh, no, it's definitely COVID, and I definitely got it. All right, girl, time to take action. So I guess it's a female character I'm playing, which is interesting because, I wouldn't. That would scare me to try that. It's not like your wheels are gonna touch anyway. Ooh, that adds to it. Well, maybe if the car explodes, you'll tip backwards. Would actually probably be better. I mean, it's not much you can do anyway. Like in my head, it's like if the engine failed and if something broke open and poured out of the engine, it'd be like, well, maybe then it would be light enough for you to tip backwards. I don't know. This would be oof. This is anxiety driven. These ocean waves are really nice. Whoa. Whoa. High winds. What? Yeah. Pretty much. Take pity on me, nature. I like this. Just getting to pick the inner thoughts of someone who's pretty much accepted the fact that they're gonna die. Okay, this is crazy. Now, I'm curious. This isn't pity, this is worse. Now, I'm curious at this, because it clearly is moving the camera, quote unquote, and I'm curious if... Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Is it gonna... Oh, no. I'm genuinely like worried. I don't know what's gonna happen. I thought this game was longer than this. Oh, I'm like trying to see it. Like, can I click anything? But I'm curious, like, because that's a It's a camera. I'm making finger quotes in the air, but of course you can't see that. But I'm curious, is there a camera set up? Like, why were you out here in the first place? Were you out here with a camera? Is this an actual camera, like, set up to take pictures? So I don't know. I'm curious to see what this leads to. The end. Goodbye, everything. I wouldn't want to say I'm useless at that point. I would just... And drop to your doom. Yeah, I guess. I'm really curious to see where this goes. Because again, I don't know. Like, I knew that this was the start of it, but where does this end? Like, does it end up, like, tipping off the edge? Do we end up getting rescued? Are there multiple story branches? Something like this is also interesting because of that. Like, because I don't know if there are different stories or if picking different lines will make something different happen, or if it's purely at random. Because this could be a situation. I mean, obviously, I didn't program the game. I don't know. But in my head, this could be one of those situations where no matter what choices you make in it, it's all words. So the idea of whatever happens being random and not being your choice and getting whatever ending happens. Whoa. Yeah, I'd say whoa. Excuse me. May I throw a lasso around you and you pull me to safety? All antlered champion of the woods. Oh, yeah. I'd still be... Yeah, I mean, it could, but why would it? You're not. It's not gonna attack you randomly. I'm naughty, but not but a lonely soul. I'm naughty, but a lonely soul. Don't attack me, Mister. Oh God, stop it! Stop. Oh no, we're not dropping any kind of ooh-woo references here. I mean, it's not gonna attack you. It's an herbivore, and it's unless you're doing something to threaten it. I guess if the car was like wiggling back and forth, maybe it could see that as potentially threatening, but I don't know. Don't think much of yourself. I am really curious if she ends up discussing what brought her to this situation. I like the little moments of stuff that we can't select, like that. Like the panic moments. Sometimes it just looks like that car is just getting so close to tipping. You're just like, oh. Like, I'm ready for it to happen at any moment. What was that crunching noise? Alright, slowly open the window and throw a Hot Pocket at it. I don't know why I thought of throwing a Hot Pocket, but it just made me laugh, the idea of throwing not even a cooked one, just like a frozen Hot Pocket at the deer. Fetch help, friend. I would like to have that kind of hope. The goddess of nature. Seriously, let me tie a lasso around you and pull me to safety. You're definitely strong enough to pull a little beetle. I just realized earlier they were saying something about the sunrise, but the sun is definitely setting. Um, so I'm curious. Like, is this supposed to be that we've been sitting here all day? Am I, or was I just mistaken? I don't know. I'm worried that when the sun sets, everything will be over. But I can't tell if it's setting in time or if it's just by my selections. I mean, obviously, me clicking on the things is just a few little seconds at a time, but I don't know. That definitely already looks like it's just lowered. Oh my gosh. No. No. Oh my gosh. Uh, oh man. See, I feel like in this kind of situation, I don't think I'd be necessarily scared because I'd be like, well, I'm probably gonna die anyway. So I'd just be like, whatever. I guess it's just cool because I would be like, well, might as well enjoy that I'm getting to see this beautiful creature up close. Oh, I just saw dots there. Does that mean that saved? I think so. I don't know. Oh, what? Did the deer just speak to me? Those were words. The deer is speaking to me. Explain, magical deer. Was not expecting this. There are none happiest in the world but those who enjoy freely a vast horizon. The No, that's too clever to be imagined by me. Can you answer me not in a cryptic like rhythm thing, whatever? Oh. Yes, I am God. Yeah. It's lovely to meet you, Stag. Yeah, I'll just say pleased to meet your acquaintance. You know what? You are too smart to be just a standard deer. Tell me more. Can so if you can talk, can are you smart enough to understand the words rescue me? I've decided to go insane. Oh, most definitely, as I am speaking to you. Firstly, I drove off a cliff. I talked to a deer. Yep, that sounds correct. I am absolutely crazy because I am talking to the deer. Yes, I believe that you are definitely a figment of my imagination. I'm really worried that the sun is going down and I am not going to be rescued anytime soon. No, just a deer. Elk are bigger. Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying it, and it's not. I'm not really. No, it's free to fall off a cliff. Yeah. No, it's just an ocean. There's no possibilities. Oh, this is funny. Um, no, it doesn't matter in this moment. I'm gonna say, doesn't matter how nice the tide or the ocean is if I'm about to fall into it. Oh, this is funny. I'm liking this. I'm really glad I picked this game. Yeah, can't say I really share it with you. Kind of more worried about the falling into the ocean thing. I mean, I don't know how big this cliff is, but I don't see much. Can't. Yeah, I'd be like, whatever. I'm talking to a deer anyway. Yes, it appears to be so. Okay. Thank you for confirm. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to know. Yeah. Breathe. I'm already doing that. I was doing that. And then you showed up. And now I'm talking to the deer. And then what? And then we talk about life. And then we name our car. And then a deer shows up. You got any other suggestions? Because I think in this situation, no matter what, the Earth is eventually going to erode away, and you're eventually going to topple off. So, either get busy rescuing me, Mr. Deer, or well, we're really quiet. No, don't close your eyes. You really shouldn't do that. I don't think you need to ignore your reality. This deer is going to push us off the edge. I don't trust you, deer. He's going to kill us. He's literally a sociopath. Oh no. No. Like I feel like I should be embracing these relaxation methods, but I'm really just anxious for what's going to happen because I don't know. He's moving. He's moving a little bit. Get away from me. You're scaring me, Mr. Deer. I'm still here. So that's something, I guess. All right. Well, that was effective. Thank you for helping center me. I'm still going to say that, though. The no, this is very external that is affecting me. Uh, I would like to reverse. I would really like to survive this. But Carlos doesn't want to start. I tried to start Carlos, didn't work. We're not giving up hope yet. Hope I didn't scare you, Mr. Deer. Ooh, that sounded worse than before. Thank you, Mr. Deer. I can you? I'm talking to you. You could help me. Yes, refer to it as Carlos. This is really charming, actually, this conversation. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Hindsight is always 2020. How about the most you could do? Yeah. Um. Yeah. Just let it go for a bit. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that. If you fall asleep and slump forward, suddenly everything goes kaput. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Ha- yes, I probably have. Uh, uh, okay. Is it this easy? Can I? I hope this is in America where the driver's side is over here. Nope. You have to be pretty athletic for that one to work. Yeah, this is in Europe, so you're on the even worse side. At least I'm getting. Oh boy. Oof. Oh, that's awful. I don't know what is going to happen. I'm genuinely concerned. Oh crap, I've got to plug my phone in. Sitting right here dying. That is not. This is not an ideal cliff to be on. No. No. It's a whole lot of nope. I mean, if it's just water at the bottom, you might survive. If your seatbelt is buckled and you don't get knocked out, it's definitely rocks at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not. You're not gonna survive that one. You picked the tallest cliff edge to be on, too. Not ideal. Oh boy. Tell me more about yourself, Mr. Deer. Do you have a name? Is it also Carlos? I'm going to call you Carlos now. Just you. I choose this way. Yeah, maybe a little. Well, yeah, but just for a moment. Yeah. How about before I started my dog cafe? Wasn't expecting this to turn into a full therapy session with the deer. That's. Well, yeah, if you're comparing yourself, but you don't have to compare yourself. If you're lonely, then you're lonely. I know that this isn't like the general like point of the discussion, but I am, I do think of those things like when people are like, well, you're sad or you're lonely or you got something bad happens. Yeah, really. Um, but so many people like love to compare it where they'll be like, well, yeah, it's bad, but like there's people who have it a lot worse, and I don't like that mentality because everyone handles things differently. Some people, if your car breaks down, you panic. Whether you can afford to fix it or not, you can still panic. Like, um, oh, wait, how old is this person? Maybe it's not a teenager. What is happening? Some sweet companions to accompany these lonely... Wait, are we talking from the deer's perspective now? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. You were talking as the deer. I was like, did suddenly we switch places with the deer and now we can escape? Our consciousness has been transformed into a deer. But yeah, seriously, like for people who are like, oh well, you could it, just don't be depressed about things. It's like that's not how it works. Um, and just to be like everyone responds to things differently, and even if your bad situation isn't as bad as someone else's, you don't have to make that comparison. Like you don't have to be worse off than someone else to get the attention. That's why like it always annoys me when people get like I don't know, stuck on stuff where they're like, well, I've already paid off my student loans. Why should I let say why would it benefit me for them to say that we're gonna cancel all student loan debt? It's like, well, yeah, it sucks that it's not that you had to go through that, but like, are you saying that you prefer other people to also suffer? Wouldn't it be better for everyone to be better off? You know, and I don't want to get into a whole discussion about that kind of stuff as a whole because obviously I know there's ways to do it, mainly just tax Jeff Bezos and everyone else to the extent that they actually pay the amount they should. But anyway, but I can't fix that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it's just I find it annoying when people who are in better positions, like who have already suffered or who are suffering, they don't want others to be better off because they're like, well, I had to, so you should too. This seems deeper now. I want to read this. This feels like an ending. That sounds really nice. I swear sometimes the car just looks like it's so close to getting back where you could pull away, but it never does. That's some deep thought there. Okay. So you're not alone because you have the ocean. That sounds nice. But I don't know. I mean, there's definitely times where I've understood that like you can be alone in nature and feel pretty not alone because it's just of the beauty and serenity of things. So I do get that to some extent. So interesting discussion, Mr. Deer. I'm really curious. Like, I guess this is a whole hour long of a game. If that's the case, we've still got like 30 more minutes or so. But that's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm learning things about myself and about a deer. Go on, talk normal. Yeah, sure. This would definitely. I don't know. Even if it was just me going crazy, I would at least feel a little bit of peace having something to talk to, even if it is a deer and I definitely was hallucinating. Oh, yeah, Yeah, that's kind of tough. Is there? Uh, I don't know about feeling my roots in the earth. My feet aren't even on the earth. I mean, all you got are answers at this point, because you're not getting much else. Could my mind change course to reverse? Yeah, let's talk about it, because I'm curious now. Why are we here? It wasn't to build our dog cafe, clearly. Yeah. Study, huh? Is it photography? Is this a camera? Film. Sure. Okay. That's fair. I think that's something that's tough for so many people to like want to be in the artistic world but fear ever doing it because of the investment that is required for it. At least nowadays people can do stuff on such a smaller scale. I mean, people made full-length movies on an iPhone, so you know, do what you want. You know, I need some. Yes. See, there we go. That's how everyone starts. That's how we started. I had a camera when I was young because I was a skateboarder, so of course I did. The weird towel room. What is the weird towel room? I feel like everyone has. No, that's why we had a room just for. Yeah, I think everyone has like a room like that in their house where it's like something that like no one else has a room like this or like refers to a room in a certain way. Like in our house, we have the duck room. Demon eyes. Tell me more. um, Videoing our escapades. um, but yeah, we call the one room the duck room because it was covered in wallpaper with ducks all over it. So even though now we tore down all the wallpaper and repainted it, it will always be the duck room. But yeah, we had cameras when we were young because I was a skateboarder, and I wanted to film it. And my camera was I was the one who had a decent camera, so we actually did a lot of filming on my camera with me and my friends. Usually it wasn't filming me because I was still not great. But yeah, and of course everyone who skateboarded also watched things like Jackass and Viva La Bam and all that stuff, and had all the inspiration to do stupid things and film it, which thank goodness none of those videos survive to this day. Your heart is bound to capture the moments of life. So tell me, yeah. Yes, prior to now. Not at this exact moment. And then what? Okay. That's tough. I mean, and then you finally get there and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. I feel like that's a lot of people, especially like anyone who has planned out their life, like they knew what they were doing and had it all planned out forever, and then to be thrown a monkey wrench and just no. I always think of like and not everyone can do this. Like I think of like one who ended up getting success out of what he did. I think of like Bernie Burns from Rooster Teeth, how he was like in like pre-med courses and stuff all through um, fall off this cliff. Well, that's how do you make this meaningful? But Bernie Burns like did like pre-med and like all that stuff. Like he was ready to become a doctor, and then he went to school and was like, "Hey, what's this thing here?" And they're like, "Well, this is computers. We're making videos." And he's like, I would like to do that." And like that was when the internet was starting to become like a big thing, and then he started making internet stuff, and that's what turned into his job in creating Rooster Teeth. And not everyone gets that benefit. Obviously, not everyone ends up in that much success. Um, and hope my life becomes clear. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Maybe you should have gotten out of your car first. No, wow. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Sorry, knuckle cracking there. My hands are like feeling numb or weird. I did a bunch of like weeding and gardening stuff yesterday, and now I think I'm having either I got cut up by like branches and stuff. Or I had I had an allergic reaction or something. I don't know, but my hands feel like tingly and like kind of hurts, but kind of numb. I don't know, but it's just driving me crazy. My hands just feel like they got like little like nubs and little cuts on them that just wouldn't. Ugh, can't do anything with it. Maybe I'll go back to. I mean, if I get out of this, yeah, pretty much. I feel like if you survived something like this and you had anything that you would quit in the past, you'd go back and do it because you'd be like, I survived. Where were we? Let's keep talking about life. Are you ready to bear witness to life's conclusion? You, yeah. I mean, you say that. I mean, as someone who's not exactly a believer in the whole afterlife concept, it's this would be very dramatic for me. That. What do you think? Yeah, you definitely are. You're definitely an angel of death. It does it? I guess if it helps. I mean, I guess if you know what, if there was no afterlife, if there was no end, but there was a guy who came and said, "Hey, it's time to go. I'm death." I would be like, "Cool. At least that fits." That would be interesting. Creepy, but interesting. We definitely. I think everyone has places like that from when you're younger. So many wrinkly old raisin heads. Oh, you and your puppies. Why? Did someone else fall off the cliff? No. So, yeah. This is. This is so strangely deep to be. I mean, I guess if you're gonna make a game about the potential of death, I guess it's gonna be deep. Don't leave. Hi. Are you gonna talk to me too? Please don't let the squirrel talk too. I don't want the squirrel to talk. And they're not stuck in a car about to tip off of the edge. It's getting dark. Debbie. Yep. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd call her something else, but I don't know its name, so just have to wait. Oh, God. Stupid rash on my leg is driving me crazy. The world is a place. Why are you singing to the squirrel? You know not of hardship and angst. Yeah. Keep on rocking, Debbie. No, Debbie, don't come over there. No, 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 don't. That's actually a really bad idea. Don't do that. Yeah. Back up, Debbie. Oh, no. I'm not going to honk the horn. I don't want to scare it. No, don't jump on. Oh, it's thinking about it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Debbie. What have you done? Yes, come tell me your secrets, little squirrel friend. No, don't go on that side. Don't go on that side. No, 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 no. Bad squirrel. Oh no. Go back to the other end, Debbie. You've tempted fate. Yeah. I think this conversation's done. I'm worried that it's about to end. Everything went quiet again. That's not the best sign. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm like, I kind of want the game to end, but I also like don't want. Debbie, you tempted fate. How dare you? This would be cool to see. Sorry if I'm shaking the thing. I'm so ready to get off this cliff. Accurate. Yeah, it has been a slow process, but it's been becoming night. Like a midnight ghosty. It is pretty. This game is very pretty. I feel like this would be a wonderful thing for someone to be able to program because you get to program this one scene and watch it progress. Yeah, tilt the camera up a little more. Let's get a good view. Keep tilting it up a little more so that when the car tips off, I don't have to see it. Well, yes. I am never alone. I have the stars. It's very nice. Oh, a shooting star. You should make a wish. And you should wish that you get off of this cliff. I would love to see it just like cut to like the next morning, like the deer sleeping and the car is gone, and we don't know what happened. I mean, it could. That could be an ending. I don't know. Lovely little, just little minute music cues. It's nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's accurate. Definitely, I when I look at the stars, I definitely feel like you feel so much smaller, especially when you know what stars are, because you just like knowing that these are all their own galaxies. These are all their own separate entities, millions and millions of miles away, most of which are gone because at the rate of which they travel means that they could potentially have disappeared thousands of years ago, and we don't know it because their light is just reaching us now, because that's how stars work. Yeah, I might. I'd like to know who else is thinking about the stars. They are. They are very. And Deer's like, quite a night. Quite the perfect night for murder! And he pushes you off. Yes. And it's probably behind us. Yep. If the sun's set over there, the moon is out of sight. So if you get to see the moon set, you've made it quite a while. I mean, at least you got to see the sunset. That was nice. Man. It's weird that, like, we've been sitting here just looking at this, listening to this, playing this for an hour. It doesn't feel like an hour's gone by. Considering that we've done basically nothing in this game, it has not felt like an hour. Oh no, there is a deer in the moon. He's like, don't be silly. Men don't go to the moon. And you'll be like, I have some news for you. So, do you see a deer in the moon? I mean, you could say it looks like a man, but it really doesn't. It's just. Oh, yeah, let's get deep back at the deer. Probably thinks we're idiots. Yeah. Bunch of moon idiots. Earth idiots. It's like, look at you guys with your atmosphere. Oh, man. How is this going to end? I don't know. I wanted to check that this was still recording, because I would lose my mind if it wasn't. Tell me about the constellations that deer make. Well, this one is Eric the deer. And this one is Carl the deer. Are all of your constellations deer? Yes. Yes, they are. Tales of adventures and philosophers mapped out. See, you described it better than the human did. Direct your eyes to Zoe the acrobat. Obviously, there's Zoe the acrobat. Absolutely. Don't think that one's Greek. Wait, is it making? Oh, it is. It's making our Zoe the acrobat. Zoe? Zoe. The acrobat. Sent into exile for his flamboyance. Absolutely, that one. What an interesting tale you tell. Alright. I know, right? Ralphie the Argonaut. The worm? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be like that. Come up with something random. Like, how do you come... definitely not coming up with a... Light. Whoa. The lights came on. Definitely, the first worm. From the earth. Definitely fell out of someone's ear. Grew from a seed. I like the grew from a seed. That sounds like a tale that someone would tell of how worms came to be. A plant that slithered along so creepily that it turned into a worm. The worm lullaby into the soil. Dude, your lights turned on. There may be hope. No one knows. It flew into the sky. That's actually good storytelling for just making stuff up on the spot. As shall I. This is cute. Can we focus on the fact that your lights are on? Do you have power? Let's focus here, not on the stars. Enid. It's a circle. Enid the headlight. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it helps with the storytelling. Introspective. Alright. Expert in silence. Perhaps. Stop. Can you just make up a story? You don't have to perhaps this. I mean, that does sound like a monk. That's a nice story. Considering that you're a hallucination, I think I'm doing a really good job making up this story. That she had to keep them to herself. That's actually really good. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a little dark there. It is customary to stay silent. Are you telling me to shut up? I got a lot of words to speak. I'm about to die. Okay, the stars are gone. You can... Have you spent a great many nights with people trapped in cars on the edge of a cliff? I'm really curious. Like, the weird thing with this is that as this story has gone, like, it's progressed as a story, but also not. Like, this could have ended at any point, and it would probably be just as satisfying. Yeah, I'm not breaking that piece to ask about antlers. Oh, what is that? Possum. Is it a possum? Wait, is that a possum? Yeah, it is. No, no, yeah, no, it's an opossum, right? Or a badger? No, that's a badger. Badger, 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 badger. They're I mean, they can be, I guess, if they're trying to get something. Don't mess with Badger. Stomp it with his hooves. Watch your ankles. I don't have ankles. I have hooves. Well then, don't judge me. It's a monster. I swear to God, if the badger kills us, I would just laugh. Are we telling stories about badgers? Ernest? Yeah, I'm not picking a last name for it. Tell me about Ernest. Get away from me, badger. And a badger tore it up. And you look out the window and there's a badger carrying it away. You never saw Ernest again. Those clouds are beautiful. Did he really get his stuffed animal destroyed by a badger? Until you realized it was Ernest. Yep. Sweet Ernest. Torn to pieces. It was definitely a badger. They are vicious. Trying to avenge. And she found a badger. Demonic, frothing badger. Genuinely has an actual fear of badgers. You know what? Ernest made a good nest for it. Ernest's sacrifice was for a loving badger family. About bloodthirst of badgers. Badger just needed a home, man. I mean, I'd be more worried about the squirrels considering that one almost killed you. Maybe not quite as much as yours, Mr. Talking Deer. Perhaps the badger was wronged by your penguin and sought revenge. That sounds more likely than revenge on a stuffed penguin. I'm not bored. I'm just tired. It's been an hour. Sniffing around, probably looking for worms. Probably looking for the 0 worm. Worm number 0. Plotting. Oh, man. Yeah. Just me rambling. If this is what are you doing, Mr. Badger? If he climbs up on the car, here it comes. To disavow you, I should think. You sarcastic piece of shit. No, I'm gonna honk the horn. Get out of here, Badger. Whew, that was a close one. We survived the Badger. We will live. Oh, I just realized that this is going to be a bitch to edit. Ugh. I don't think I have much to cut out, but I'll probably have like 1 or 2 little things that I do need to cut out. And that means I'll have to listen to this whole thing to make sure. I mean, at least I can watch it and see like where I'm talking. Because I've been talking almost the whole time. Well, if a piano dropped on you, at least that would be kind of like put an end to things. Like, is this me accepting death? Is it time for this to end? What is with these red clouds? The heavens have opened up. A tornado shall rescue you. Oh, really? Maybe the opposite will be the case. Some sort of vortex. I totally forgot about this place. You literally forgot that you're dangling on the edge of death. Oh boy. You know what? And it's definitely good for eroding away at the earth below your car. You've been waiting for this. Puppies. Alright, dear, your philosophizing is getting a little bit annoying. I'm just trying to survive here, dude. Snuggle up to me, Mr. Deer. This is the oh, more. Okay. Fire of beauty that rages from the earth. Oh, Jesus. Had some thunderstorms today. It's kind of nice. Serenity lay in wait to be ripped apart from the wildest form. Oh, goodness. Torrents of exhilaration pour from the sky. Quake, shake the ocean to cry out. He's cursing me. This is a curse. You know what? That's what he's doing. He's gonna curse me into the ocean. All thrust from the rest of you need to stop doing this, sir. Nothing sleeps while nature takes its fiercest dance. You need, seriously, you're dooming me to this eternal slumber in the ocean, and I do not like it. This is lovely, though. He's not wrong. This is quite beautiful, but it is somewhat terrifying. I mean, if you're gonna die, like, wouldn't it be cool to be struck by lightning to death and then fall off a cliff? At least then it's, like, pretty certain. And are you? I don't think you are, if you're saying that you feel like you should be. I mean, as you said before, you kind of accepted this. I'm seriously, like, every moment of this, I'm like, I don't know when this game is going to end. I have no idea, or how it's going to end, and it's, like, terrifying me. Has the rain cooled your car down enough? Maybe you can start it and back up. Ugh. It's weird how much of this has you doing absolutely nothing. We've been talking for this long. Mr. Deer, you could have saved me by now. Just stick an antler under the car and pull. We're still here. Still alive. And now all is peaceful and dark. Can't see where the ocean meets the... Whoa. Is that like fog coming in or something? Yes, many times. It was an impressive storm. We're still here. Is it getting light out? Is the sun rising? Is the sun rising? We made it the whole day. Yeah, let's tempt fate with that one. We're invincible. Yeah, I probably wouldn't either if I spent an entire night sitting up in a car on the edge of dying. Now I feel like he has to survive because he's learned something. But I don't know. like now is it a matter of like you've figured out life and now you can drive away and you've learned and grown from it and now you will go on to live a prosperous and happy life? Or does it just say, no, you're actually still just going to fall off the edge and die? What is going to be the end of this? That tree is very much clinging on. It's a very nice tree. Looks like it's a wig. So what have we learned? Life is meaningless, and you should go and fall off a cliff. This has to be close to the end. We made it through the night. Took you all night to accept that. You might be buried in it today. Alright, clearly we've learned our lesson, Mr. Deer. Can you please rescue us now? I don't. I just want. I want it to end now. I'm getting so tense, not knowing what happens. This is definitely one of those spots where I just go, I know that some people would see this as not a game because you're just clicking. There's nothing to do. This is as nothing to do as possible. This is even less to do than like walking simulators. You can't even move. You're literally just clicking the text. But you could also say that's how a lot of text adventures work. Well, maybe not so much. You still had to enter stuff, but I don't know. But the story couldn't be, I feel like couldn't be told of just watching this. It wouldn't feel the same. Because you could make this into a short film. This could 100% be a short film of just like watching, or even a full-length film. You could make an hour-long film of this and just... No, don't leave. Don't leave. You can't leave. He's done talking to me? That's skipping the music. Something's gonna happen. This is the end no matter what. Now I'm gonna panic. No, I guess I'm gonna accept it, kind of. My dear friend is gone. My dear, dear friend. Back to just me and Carlos. I'm so glad I could pick Carlos as the name for the car. Start it up. Oh my god. Is it really going to end without us knowing? It's really going to end without us knowing. It's not going to tell us. It's not going to tell us if we tipped off the edge or if we made it back. It's really going to leave us there. Oh. That's so well done and also absolutely infuriating. Wow. Wow, they really did. They left it completely up to you. In the end, you decide. This is very much a death of the author kind of thing where I'm sure if you ask the people who made this game, so what happens? Did he get away or did he fall off the edge? They would say, that's for you to decide. They're not going to tell you. That's why they left it blank. Oh my god. Well, that was something. I am glad I did this one sitting. I don't think I could split this up into videos. It would have ruined the flow of this. Yeah, some games are meant to be played in one sitting, and when you can spare an hour, it is worth it. I think this game is free, and if it's not free, it's still probably worth the money that it costs to get it. So, I mean, I know you guys just watched it, and if you play it yourself, you probably won't, you know, I don't know. I guess I just like to advertise for this because this is probably something that people won't buy and play anyway. Because no one gives enough credit to these indie developers, but so at least you got to see it. I have no idea if this is the end or if I have to click or do something. So I guess I should just go ahead and sign off. So that was, I can't even think of Far From Sound, whatever it was. I can't even think of the name anymore. But it was a lovely experience. I really liked this. And I would like others to play it. So, you know, go check out the developer and support them. But check out my other videos and whatnot if you want something a little more exciting, obviously. There's plenty of other videos. And if you like more artistic stuff like this, tell me, because I would love to make more of these. So, but that is it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.